Hi everyone! In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to make this beautiful and very cute and simple crochet clover keychain. For making this clover keychain, we need a small amount of a category 2 yarn, some scissors, number 3mm hook, needle, and a keyring. We need to make 2 pieces and then attach 2 pieces together and then join the keyring to that. If you're ready, let's get started. I'm going to start the work with making a magic ring. To make a magic ring, place the yarn on these 2 fingers and hold that with the thumb and wrap the yarn around 2 fingers to form an X shape in the front. And now from the back, insert the hook under the first loop and grab the second one and pull it through. And then I'm going to twist my hook and make a chain with the working yarn, and after that I'm going to remove my fingers from the magic ring. And to make the magic ring smaller, we're going to pull this tail and it will be a little smaller. And now I'm going to start the first round and wrap the yarn around my pinky and at top of my index, and then hold the magic ring between my thumb and middle finger and start the work. For the first round, I'm going to make 8 single crochets into the magic ring. To make a single crochet, insert the hook into the magic ring and grab the yarn and pull up a loop to have 2 loops on the hook. And now I'm going to yarn over and pull through these 2 loops to create the first single crochet. Again, go to the magic ring and pull up a loop to have 2 loops on the hook. And I'm going to yarn over and pull through these 2 loops on the hook to create next single crochet. One more time. Insert the hook into the magic ring and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through these 2 loops. Again, insert the hook into the magic ring and pull up a loop from that to have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through these 2 loops. And we're going to repeat this work and make another 4 single crochets into the magic ring to have 8 single crochets in total. After making 8 single crochets, I'm going to close the magic ring. So pull this beginning tail, pull that tightly to close the hole completely. And now I'm going to make a slip stitch at top of the beginning single crochet. Insert the hook under 2 loops of the first stitch and grab the yarn and pull it through, and then pull that through the loop on the hook to create a slip stitch, and the first round is finished. Now I'm going to start the second round. We're going to make 4 leaves for the clover, and each leaf is worked at top of 2 stitches of previous round. So start the second round with making 5 chains. Yarn over and pull through. Again, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, and repeat that work 2 more times to have 5 chains in total. And for making the last chain, I'm going to hold my finger on this yarn and pull it through. And now I'm going to start the first row of the first leaf and pull up a loop from the back bump of each of these 5 chains. These bumps are the back bumps of the chains, and we're going to pull up a loop from each of them. Turn the work to the back and insert the hook under the first loop and pull up a loop from that. Go to the next back bump from the second chain and pull up a loop from that. Again, pull a loop from the back bump of the next chain. And repeat that work for each of next 2 chains. And here is the last back bump. Pull up a loop from that and hold all of these loops on the hook. And after that, pull up a loop from the first stitch of the previous round here. And now we have 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through first 2 loops on the hook. Again, yarn over, pull through next 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops. And repeat that work 3 more times. hold the finger on this tail, and the first row is finished. Now I'm going to pull up a loop from the back bump of these 5 steps and start row 2. Here is the first back bump. I'm going to pull up a loop from that, pull a loop from the next bump, from the next, from the next, and from the last back bump, and then pull a loop from the same stitch of round 1. Here the first stitch, and again we have 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and repeat that work 3 more times for other loops, and row 2 is finished. Now I'm going to make the third row, so make a slip stitch under first back bump and the second back bump, and now pull up a loop from each of next 3 bumps. 1, 2, and 3. Don't insert the hook into the first stitch of previous round, and now we have 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through last 2 loops, and row 3 is finished. Now I'm going to make 2 chains, 1 and 2, to start row 4, and pull up a loop from each of these 2 bumps and next 3 bumps of previous row. Pull a loop from the first bump and from the second bump. I'm going to turn the work to the back side to see these bumps easily, and pull a loop from these 2 back bumps of beginning 2 chains, and then pull a loop from each of next 3 back bumps of previous row. 1, 2, and 3. And after that, go to the second stitch of row 1 here and pull up a loop from that to have 7 loops on the hook, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and repeat that work 4 more times and finish row 4. And for starting row 5, I'm going to pull up a loop from each of these 5 bumps of previous row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and at the end pull up a loop from the second stitch of round 1, and now we have 7 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and repeat that work to reach the end of row 5. Now I'm going to finish the first leaf of the clover, so skip the first bump and make a slip stitch under the second bump and each of next 3 bumps, and then make a slip stitch into the second stitch of round 1. And here is the first leaf of our Clover keychain, and we're going to start the second leaf. So make a slip stitch into the next stitch of row 1, the third stitch, and start the second leaf from here and make the second leaf at top of these 2 stitches, stitch number 3 and number 4. So start the work with making 5 chains again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And start the first row with pulling up a loop from the back bump of each of these 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. and then pull a loop from the third stitch here, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and continue to reach the end of row 1. Now pull a loop from the back bump of each of these 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then pull up a loop from the same stitch of row 1, the third stitch. And now again we have 7 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and continue this work to reach the end of row 2. Now I'm going to make one slip stitch into the first bump and the second bump. And after that, pull up a loop from each of next remaining 3 bumps. 1, 2, and 3. And don't pull up the loop from the third stitch of row 1. And now we have 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through last 2 loops. And after that, make 2 chains. Start row 4. From here, pull up a loop from each of these 2 chains. 1 and 2. And from the back bump of each part of previous row, the third row. And after that, pull up a loop from the next stitch of round 1, stitch number 4. Now we have 7 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and repeat that work to reach the end of row 4. And for making the last row of the second leaf, pull up a loop from each of these 5 bumps. And from the same stitch, stitch number 4 of the round 1, and now we have 7 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and repeat that work to reach the end of row 5. And now I'm going to finish the second leaf, so skip the first bump and make a slip stitch under the second bump and each of next bumps to reach the first round, and then make a slip stitch into the same stitch, stitch number 4 of round 1. And now here is the second leaf of our clover. And after that, we need to make another 2 leaves to finish the clover. And for making each leaf, we need to work 5 rows at top of each 2 stitches of round 1. So I will continue this work and make 1 leaf at top of next 2 stitches of round 1 and make another leaf at top of the last 2 stitches of round 1. After making the last leaf, I'm going to make 1 slip stitch into the last stitch of round 1, and all of 4 leaves are finished. And now I'm going to make 8 chains to start the stem of the clover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then skip the first back bump and go to the next back bump and make 1 half double crochet into that. To make a half double crochet, yarn over and insert the hook into the back bump and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all of these 3 loops. Again, yarn over, go to the next back bump and work 1 half double crochet into that. One more time, make 1 half double crochet into the back bump of next chain and 1 half double crochet into the back bump of next chain. After that, make one single crochet into the back bump of each of next remaining 3 chains. Pull up a loop and yarn over, pull through 2. Go to the next back bump and make one single crochet into that and one single crochet into the back bump of the last chain, and then make one slip stitch into the same stitch, and then I'm going to fasten off, so make a chain and leaving a long tail, cut the yarn. And then pull up this loop. I made another piece such as the first clover with a short ending tail. And now I'm gonna hide these 2 tails, the beginning and the ending tails, through the stitches, and also the beginning tail of the first clover. So with a tapestry needle, weaving the tail through the stitches. Cut the yarn and repeat same work for other 2 tails, this tail and this tail. Now put these 2 pieces back to back and with the same tail join all stitches together. So insert the needle into the first stitch and into the first stitch of front piece here. Then go to the next stitch and join that to the front stitch and repeat the work for other stitches. And when I reach this point at top of the stem, I'm going to join the keyring to the clover. And then continue joining other stitches together. After joining all of 4 leaves together, I'm going to join 2 stems together in the same way. And now I'm going to hide this tail through the stitches. And now our beautiful Clover keychain is ready. I hope you like this video and make this beautiful keychain and enjoy that. Have a nice day.